Hey, everybody, let's come on back. We are on the top of page 4, doing letter D. Now, this part, it's related to the three brains, but it's not three brains. And this is a process to rapidly clean the chakras. So by going through and doing this process, which we've done before, right? We've done this process before. But when you're doing three brain work, it's a way to rapidly clean out the chakras. You're breaking out patterns. So whatever you think about prior, like, so you're thinking like, okay, this past event, it's going to purify the chakras associated with that. And then you go, well, my shoulder hurts. You sit, put your awareness on the shoulder, you do this process, it helps heal the shoulder. And then you go, well, I have this thing that I'm trying to do, but I just can't get the wheels started. I get a little overwhelmed. You sit and you think about the project, you do this, and then it clears up the blockages associated with the potential project. So depending on how you direct it, it could be healing for a lot of different things. And so we've done very simple versions of it. I think a couple of weeks ago we did do this more advanced version, but it definitely should be considered part of your three brain practice because it is a way to do deep healing very, very quickly, right? So if you go through, it reduces the effects of psychic attacks, it purifies the area below your feet, which is that is important because like all your behaviors and your opinions and your actions, all that accumulates down below your feet. And so at some point, the negative things that we've done, those things have to be transmuted. And again, they lie down below your feet. Reduces contamination, accelerates healing, raises vibration of the body, very purifying to the chakras, and reduces negative thinking. So when I used to go like in the early days and I'd go to places and I needed to do like a little talk with oils, I'd do either the talk on PTSD or I'd do this process. And the thing about doing this process, people would have spontaneous healings for all kinds of different conditions. Like somebody would have a bad shoulder, and then somebody would have a bad back, and then somebody had, you know, a bunch of mucus in their lungs, and, whatever it was. And we'd go through and we'd do this process, and everybody had an improvement in whatever the condition was. The process was always the same, but we could address different issues because of how we directed it in the beginning. So if you don't do anything, you have a purified effect on the energy body. But if you go, okay, I'm thinking of this thing in the past, I'm thinking of this event, I'm thinking of this person, I'm thinking of this goal that I hope to do. I'm thinking of my bad back. Like I put my attention on my back, put my attention on my shoulder, and then you would do this process. So traditionally we'd use hyssop, but sage works just as well. And it can be any form of sage except for clary sage would still work, it just won't work as well. But regular sages or hyssop are the two things to really use here. Okay, including hyssop supreme and sage supreme. And I think in the kit we gave them Blue Mountain sage. So we went fancy for you guys for this. Blue Mountain sage is probably the most potent sage across the board for just about anything.